Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I just found this great little tent accessory for trucks, and I wanted to put it out there. I know a lot of trucks have this kind of model for them, but this one reminded me of a covered wagon. This is actually out of Good Home Design. Oddly enough, looks like someone's trying to beat the HUD design for the little homes, and instead, they're focusing on a tent for flatbeds. So this design is actually pretty kick-ass. There are many models for many different vehicles. Obviously, you can buy them aftermarket and stuff of that nature. But basically, it's a good idea to have one of these if you do have your flatbed. You never know when you're going to probably need to sleep in your truck, whether you're married or on the job, etc., camping, bugging out, whatever you need to really do. So basically, the tunnel-shaped design maximizes interior space with a tall 5-foot ceiling height and 5 windows provide excellent ventilation and openness. The truck bed tent is perfect for camping. Now, when you see this one right here, you can probably sneak, I would say, better part of 3 people in there if you really wanted to squish it, but I've seen most crew cabs and full beds and everything else, and if they're laying on their side, you can probably sneak 3 people in there. Obviously, this is a dual unit, so one person can probably sleep in the back over here. 1 or 2 can even sleep in the actual seats if it's necessary. So I saw this, and I know we were talking about all this weird stuff going on. I hate really putting up all these, but if you definitely have, a vehicle that supports this sort of thing, I would definitely probably get your make and model tent for it. I'm going to put up another part of this where I think there's a universal on this. This exact model is called a Kodiak canvas for long truck full size. I'm trying to bring it up on Amazon, but my internet's being slow, so it'll probably just end up being in the sources. Here we go, it's getting there. So this is basically right here. $369 isn't that bad for an accessory for your vehicle, especially if you're going to use it. A lot of people go camping and they want to pitch a tent and everything, and that's actually a lot of hassle. I was always the one, when I was a teenager, I brought the actual tent for me and like 4, 5, 6, 7 other people to sleep in, because I was the one whose family had the giant tent that they bought accidentally or something similar to that. So we decided to use that one. And I was always the one to put it up. I was the one that always put it down. And after the first 2 or 3 times, it becomes a flippin' chore. So if you do have 2 people that are going camping, definitely this is a nice bug out option, even when camping. Or when you're driving at night and you're taking the family on vacation and you don't want to pay for a hotel because you're only going to sleep 4 or 5 hours and then get up and drive. I'm not going to move my family all the way to a flippin' hotel just so I can get 5 hours of Z's when I can pull into a truck stop or a park bathroom or a state bathroom and just sleep the night. Some states prohibit it. In Michigan, it's wishy-washy. In Tennessee and Kentucky, I think they allow it between certain hours, but not all hours of the night. It gets dicey, but definitely, if you have a flatbed, this wouldn't be a bad accessory to have, especially if spend a lot of time outside and, that sort of thing. Also, if you have kids, it's not exactly a bad idea for kids to, go camping out in the front lawn or something at night and sleep in the flatbed. It's not exactly a horrible idea. I mean, at that point, pitching a two-person tent isn't so much of a chore, but this is also another option. So I wanted to bring this to you guys because I saw this and I thought this was actually something that probably needs to be in everyone's back mind, how they're going to, move everything if things do hit the fan. This isn't a bad idea. I mean, just as well you can have a tarp with some, zip ties or something. I'm sure you know how to work it if you know how to. But anyways, I want to put this out there because a lot of people are saying a lot of bad stuff is coming. Could just be another bubble. I'm hoping that's what it is. But like I said 2 days ago or so, I've heard reports that the military, supposedly along with police, are being told to be on alert for this and for that, and they're doing weird assignments where they're being activated and they have to meet in designated areas, like they do with like the combat missions and stuff for the buses to go off on tour and stuff, and then they're being called off. I don't think that's actually happening. I think that's all rumors. But at least some of that is probably being planned. Somebody told me Bank of America or Chase Bank or somebody just got an apocalyptic collapse training done through some international group that handles all the banking stuff. And they basically put a high risk together for all the apocalyptic scenarios and stuff. So I'll be running that probably in a day or two, as soon as I can find some articles on that. So, thanks, guys.